Good evening, ma'am. How are you there? Vicky, ma'am. Ma'am, are you there?
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. So,
Hope
ma'am,
hope I'm audible to you.
yes, ma'am, you're audible. We are already live. We have to start. Okay, so good evening, everyone. I'm your host, Dr. Anjum, and I welcome you all for Beyond Education, inspiring students to inspire the world, organized by Idym Group of Company. Today, we have with us a very special guest, Dr. Nikki Sharma. I welcome you, ma'am, for the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. It's pleasure being here.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to have you on the show, and it would be fun and a lot of learning to listen to you and to know more about you. So, before starting with the session, I just take this opportunity to introduce our guest, Dr. Nikki Sharma. She's assistant professor in the Commerce and Management Department, and she has been teaching since 2005. And her areas are marketing, strategic management, ethics, and values. She is a soft skill trainer, parenting and life coach, and pan-India trainer for Girl Dignity Program, active member of PCP and GD program and Women Protection Cell, potential resource person for Universal Human Value Program in AICT initiative, and her areas of interest lies in spreading happiness and reasons of prosperity at all levels of life. So that was really great to know, ma'am. So,
Thank
to start with, I just wanted to know, uh, firstly, yeah, something, can you just tell something about you? Like something about your family, your background, or where are you from? Something about your school days, just a little bit about you.
Yes, sure. I basically hails from Rajasthan. My native place is Jaipur, and recently I am from Sri Ganganagar. Sri Ganganagar, Rajasthan. It's a small town on the border areas, and it's a beautiful town. I must say, ma'am, it's wonderful people, lovely Ganganagar people. They have love for themselves as well love for sharing and caring. That is the beauty of city I belong. And about my childhood days, I always crave for sharing happiness. It's like bringing the brighter side of life. That is what I always opt for. And after doing my BSc, I want to be a nutritionist. Then MBA came to me. And after doing this MBA program about the marketing, about the OB, and various other aspects of ethical, professional ethics, human values that grab my attention, and it kicks me hard. It is the area where my life would be fully devoted for spreading happiness and prosperity. That is my motto. Yes.
It's wonderful to know about you, ma'am. And ma'am, yeah, you are teaching in the Commerce and Management Department, and
Yes.
you're teaching since 2005. So that's really a great, you can say, a very rich experience. So next year, I would like to know about you, like why teaching profession you have chosen.
Since my childhood days, I am among the older of my all cousins, and I always teach them. I always, it's like whenever we are playing with that home grounds, I always play the role of a teacher, and that is what in my bringing days it gives me an energy and enthu and zeal to share. That is the biggest platform I believe a teacher can be the bestest mode for being a wise citizen, sharing a wise, sustainable human life. That I believe that basically gives everyone a reason to be himself or herself. And that is the biggest motto, a push to be a teacher. And I always love to be a teacher. That is my passion.
Wow, that's really great. And then, okay, teaching is your passion. And what are your hobbies, ma'am?
My hobby, basically, I love to garnish foods. I love to cook. I love to have that kind of sprinkles that bring happiness on the faces by seeing the food, the platter, the beautiful side of platter. And I am very fond of uh, actually gaining coins, having beautiful watches, and various other collections of plants. That is, I always fond of.
It's again wonderful to know about cooking and you're fond of plants and coins. So it's really great to know. And like your research areas, it includes marketing and strategic management and all. So can you just tell something about your research interest?
My research interest lies in the rural areas where the real consumer lies, who have the real gist of taking things. Like my core areas are women entrepreneurship in the rural markets, and like FMCG, the deviations of FMCGs and the penetration of FMCG in the rural markets wherever it is. Like my basic core area remains in Rajasthan, the all districts and small rural and semi-urban areas of Rajasthan. But I like to proceed my postdoc in various other fields related to rural markets. That it's where my real self lies. As Gandhiji says, that real India lies in its villages. That's I always appreciate.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's really great. That yes, real India lies in the villages and you like to work in the rural parts. Otherwise, most of the times the people do not just want to go back and see what's all happening. And most of the times it is not just possible that we frame something and think of something, but we neglect the problems that are being faced by the rural people. Sometimes even the policies that are being framed, sometimes they just get failed. And for the research also, it's really a great opportunity to be in the rural areas, in fact.
It
Uh,
has a huge potential, Anju ma'am. That is, I always share with where the forum is. It has a huge untapped potential, extracting the various actually the schemes, initiatives shared by Government of India. The people don't know at all. So that is my thirst. I want to go there and I want to share what is the bunch of benefits they can have. That is my whole idea.
Yes, yes, we need to reach out to them because as the main thing they are lacking is awareness. They don't have awareness of many other things. There are so many initiatives which are taken for the people, but because they lack awareness, they are not able to use it, and that is why we call the overall development that is not happening so soon as we are expecting sometimes.
Yes, that I totally agree with.
Yeah.
Ji.
And ma'am, yes, you're also a soft skill trainer. So can you just tell something about your training?
Again, with the things lining up, my key area was basically upon the focus was on the child dignity, bringing of women as an honor to the society. Like we are looking in the daily the newspapers, the viral messages and all, it's like some taboo in the society. Why female can't be upgraded to a higher version? Nowadays it is not like a barrier, na? People all the genders, about it is not about the biasness why women are being hindered, why women are being to themselves, they are confined to some places like kitchen, and it's like our social taboos. I may feel there must be some concrete effort to be taken on that areas. It is not like I am focusing on women are the most, they require the most. It is not like that. I may myself respect gender equality, but my thirst area is on the girl dignity, bringing the girl dignity or the human dignity, we can say, in the broader scale. And the soft skill areas, I go for banks, I go for corporate, I go for social entrepreneurship program. I'm social entrepreneur also. Bringing the basic needs of the society to be highlighted and turning into a job oriented skills. That is my major role, what I'm looking for the further years to come. Like I like to be grow as a socialpreneur. Yes.
That's really good. That's really good. Like you like to grow as a socialpreneur, and then you're also a parenting coach. So, Sanjay, yes, earlier we never talked about. In I think when we were small, we didn't even know there is a term like parenting coach. But nowadays, yes, this importance is increasing. The people they are searching for parenting coach, and many people they go for this trainings like parenting coach. So, why this importance is increasing of parenting coach nowadays?
That is a very biggest trauma what we people feel, you as a parent, I as a parent. Whenever we go to schools as a PT meet, I often feel some mothers has some kind of restraints. They are looking why my kid is not seeking my things, why he or she is asking for the teacher help, why he is not seeking for the parent, the mother, the father. Basically, our roles are very much confined to the core areas, like giving food, enriching them. What about enriching their minds, the souls? That is what we are looking for as a parenting coach. Me, myself, as a parent, why we can't be friends to our kids? That is the foremost thing. Now we have recently looking after that quota thing, the suicide cases in the that sector. So why it is so? Why a parent and a kid can't be on that platform to have a good sharing? Why he or she can't tell her mother, his father that I want this, Papa, I want this, Mummy. Kindly look at, kindly consider. I never tell my kids. One is in 10th standard right now. He is having board very soon in CBSE. I never tell him, do this, do that. Why it is so? Take things as simple. I want to share a case study. Once there's an essay competition in first class. Hopefully, everybody knows about this incident. A boy of 5 years, he tell, I want to be a mobile phone. Why it is so? Because mummy, papa always having this phone near to them. That's why I want to be a mobile. What kind of transformation we are giving to the kids? It is what we are hoping. It does not need a parenting coach to be in a frame. We ourselves as day-to-day lives, when we share our thoughts, when we share, like we have kitty parties. Now we can take example of this. We are going there, we are having fun, we are making merry, but can we share what our kids really want? If we just for a 10 minutes, for a bit, for a bite, we can share our thoughts like various mothers coming across, various ideas revolve, they evolve, and how we can go to the kids to their frequency level, ask them, beta, what you want, what is your thirst, what you are looking for your life. If I can't be a doctor, it is not like my kid to be a doctor. No? That is what I want to share. And it is a best platform where I can share my thoughts like this.
Yes, of course, of course. It's really good to know, like about you were telling about the parenting, and yes, somewhere along with the times we have to change our outlook. We can't just think, okay, few years ago this was expected from us, so we can't expect the same from our children. We have to change along with the time, along with the changes that are being made in the world, right? And
Definitely.
yeah,
We have to, ma'am. If you can take the example of recent past, COVID, that COVID teaches us the best lesson of the world, best lesson of the universe. What you gives, it comes back to you. That is how what we call the universal law of karma. What we are giving to the society, first look at yourself. If you want to lead other, first lead yourself with certain examples, and your family is the bestest actually platform that where you can start. Before going to 2000 kids in a seminar, in a webinar, hundred of people are there. I'm smiling, I'm taking various examples, but what at my place, my home, I'm threatening the kids. Do this, otherwise you will be punished. What is it? So you have to be lead yourself by examples, and by your examples, they are stepping forward. That I believe.
Ma'am, we have to start from ourselves. Yes, that's really.
Sure.
And one more thing I would like to know from you. You are an active member of PCPNDT program and Women Protection Cell. So can you just tell something about your role in this cell?
Yes, it is a great initiative by National Health Mission. It is like PCPNDT cell is proposed natal, where we have a female feticide ratio coming rising. Now it is not female feticide; it is general feticide. It is not based on a gender. So it is like protecting that fetus in the womb of the mother, realizing the importance of the beautiful gift given by God. So it is like a national project. We are heading towards it. We are counseling various mothers or to be mothers, would be mothers, recently married couple. We are counseling them. Don't do this. And about that WPC, it's Women Protection Cell. Counseling that women how to fight for domestic violence, how to make themselves very confident to lead their path in their way, what they feel happy inside. That is what it is like. A member of PCPNDT and active member of Women Protection Cell.
Yeah, that's really great that you are working somewhere for gender equality. And yes, sir, now when you are talking about gender equality, something I would like to relate it to the SDGs, to the Sustainable Development Goals, where we are talking about gender equality. So, what is your opinion about the SDG?
Various goals among this sustainable development programs by UN, we have it starts from better health of ourselves. Then we can lead a better family, we can lead a better society and the whole nation and the whole world. So with this mere thought of sharing every person as equally important and similar to me, it's not like girls are best or it's not like boys are best, it's not like a competition. They are complementarity to each other. They are working in complementarity. They are mutually fulfilling to each other. How we can challenge the law of nature? Can you see? We can reflect on that very seriously. How we can challenge the law of nature? Though male and the female are equally required to run the society. It's like a wheel of truck and a wheel of cycle can't go. It may be both wheel of a truck or either a wheel of cycle.
Yes,
It must
there
be a
has to be
balance.
a balance. Yes, there has to
Yes.
be a balance. And in fact, the balance is required everywhere. Yes, there are people who are working, so believe to you, ma'am. And yeah. Yes, one more interesting thing that you said, your area of industry is spreading happiness and raising prosperity at all levels of living. So, ma'am, how do you do this?
Since I envision my motto of being in this earth, I personally believe what we are for. What is the ultimate goal of living? If I take just for a sake of an example, Anju ma'am, what is your ultimate goal to live? What do you want to do? There's a single answer: we want to be happy. That's it. And this happiness definitely resolve the whole thing. When we are happy inside, what we are spreading? What we are spreading. If you are happy inside, what you are spreading outside? A simple belief. If it is not within you, you can't give it to others. So I firmly believe spreading happiness, realizing, sharing the prosperity content within. Like we have two houses, no? One house is enough for us to live, but the other house can be shared with those who can't afford a house. Just a simple realization can help the society to be on the equal grounds. The issue and what about what we share is almost we waste tons and tons of food every year. And this food, there is a survey by the UN itself. the food we actually waste every year can serve for 30 years. Can you believe? Can serve everybody on this earth for 30 years. What is it? What we are doing? What we are spreading? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Many of the times we just don't think about it. Just we don't think about it. Like you said, yes, when we have something in excess, we can share. And something, this sharing and donating, so many people just lack this kind of feelings inside them. They must be
I,
having plenty.
I often take this as an example for with my students as well. Suppose you have 500 rupees. At this age, you are 20, 17, 18, 19. Suppose you have 500 rupees, you need only 200 rupees. Whether you are willing to give it to somebody who doesn't have a single penny. And that is the whole answer to every question living in this earth. On everybody it relies, I believe now.
Yes, this actually happens. People are ready to spend, like you can say, thousands they are ready to spend on themselves. But while donating, even if you tell them to donate 100 rupees, then they will think about it 100 times.
Exactly.
But for them, they will be spending thousands in seconds. They will not think for it. So
Even thousands, even many more in
yeah,
multiply. Gee.
many they can be tracking it. And yes, ma'am, like you have been doing so much of work. You have completed your education. You are an educator, and you're also involved in the training side and all. And you're working for raising happiness among the people. So, ma'am, do you face any kind of difficulties in your work?
That is the best question, and that is a real question. Many people are seeking it's the answer of this question: how you're managing. And I must say, ma'am, heads off to my family. Heads off, because family is the basic ground where you had seed and where this thing flourished within your heart, within your thoughts, within your deeds. And heads off to both my mothers. They did wonderful for me. They are pushing me, they are bringing me back, and they are supporting my vision too. Do what you love to do. We are there, we are there. They are always repeating. Even my father, my father-in-law, my kids, my daughters, they're always supporting me. We are behind. Do what you love to do. So that gives me immense energy, ma'am, to move forward, to work for it, to do what I want to do with the utmost dedication. And that's perspiration is my family.
Of course, ma'am, we require the family support. We can't be doing without that. Because, in fact, the first support that we require is from the family for doing anything, with any kind of work that we want to do. And yes, some of your achievements would you like to share?
Since childhood, when I'm in school, I have no stage fear. And various times I got first position in extempore, in jam sessions, just a minute. And then I groomed myself as a liberty lady. Various award I received. The most promising award I received, the National Builder Award. It's like on Teachers' Day, you are making, you are realizing the dreams of thousands of people. And whenever some students say, ma'am, one day I want to be like you. And that is the best award. It is apart from every facilitations, it is apart from every that huge mementos. It's like, ma'am, I want to be Nikki Sharma one day. And that is the biggest compliment of my life now.
Yeah, of course, that is the biggest compliment. It is beyond any kind of awards and certificates that we receive. That's really great to know. That yes, when someone says that you are an idol, well, you are an idol, you are a role model for many. But who are your role models?
My mom, certainly. She is my biggest. She's a game changer of my life. When it, basically I'm from an orthodox ground, there were hindrances for going outside. I'm from a traditional Brahmin family that time. I realized at 20, I got married. Can you believe? Now, presently, I have a kid of 15 and a kid of 13. So at that time, my mother always, for going a trip outside, even my family, they restrict why you are allowing her to go in school days. Even she always say me one thing: if you are true at your heart now, nobody can defeat you. And that words, even today at this age of 38, it is a biggest driving force, ma'am. The biggest driving force. And she is always there pushing hard. Still, don't sit, don't be relaxed, because a huge work is waiting for you. You have to make thousands, millions of people smile. It is not just what you think you had achieved a lot. It is like it's just a small drop you had just finished. You have to bring that sagar, that whole ocean, and that is the biggest driving force. And another is my husband himself. He always pushed me harder. Study hard, go beyond your dreams, do whatever you want to. I'm there. About all the social restrictions, I don't have. I am fortunate enough. I don't have that kind of restrictions, what family says, what society says. But in fact, beyond that, he always had a belief. Even driving two at a night, he is so much of faith in me. Do whatever, go wherever, just with the hope, if you are right, everything is going to be right. And that is the biggest force, ma'am. I'm fortunate.
Yeah, that's wonderful to know. And some of your future goals, like
My future goal is again that vision to turn into reality. Is it's like wherever I go, people smile.
oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Actually, this is something which even I read somewhere that success is when your presence brings smiles on a number of faces around you. So that is it. Well, people have different definitions for always, they have different definitions for success. This was one which I read somewhere, and that's what exactly it was coming from you. Okay.
And I certainly want to share, ma'am, that is the biggest crown you can afford without spending a penny. And that's beauty. If you're carrying a smile, that is the biggest crown you can give to the world. It doesn't cost anything.
So, and ma'am, yes, you are teaching young students, right? You are the Commerce and Management Department. Okay. So, then how is it difficult for you or easy for you to handle the students, and especially like after the COVID, when everyone is so attracted towards the internet, so attracted towards studying from the internet. So, what do you think? What changes has been brought, like between the teacher and student relationships after the so much of online and internet has come into being?
I believe myself on the positive side always. That is my biggest strength, ma'am. Even I believe COVID is the biggest boon. It can transform thousands, millions of lives. Women now realize the importance of their dream. Even those students, they have a platform like we are sharing. Even it is not there, how we can meet, ma'am. So that is the biggest example, and it helps the student to come across the globe, to have a variety of skills, to increase their area of competence, to have a nice interaction with so many people who are not with their exes, they are on the virtual platform. And it gives, though there was a negative side, like they are addicted to it, and it's like OTT platform are there. But it's up to you, ma'am, how you prioritize your life, what priority you are giving to yourself, about your time, about your health, about your precious effort, about the talent. So my students, even on the both grounds, the online and the offline, they are feeling the beauty of that human interaction, the personal touch, tapping on a shoulder, realizing the importance of putting a hand on the head, ma'am, it gives immense, immense happiness. It's like some jadoo. It's like some miracle. It's like wonder.
Yes, so wonderful. And now, before leaving, some small message for all of our audience.
A small message before doing anything for anyone in this life, start from yourself. Set yourself as a top priority, as a top goal. Achieve yourself. Earn yourself first. If you are learning something, it doesn't mean you are earning something. If you're earning yourself, you're learning for the millions and millions of days, moments, and years. So make yourself the top priority for yourself. Start leading yourself. Start having faith in yourself. Don't decline when it's the time to decline. What others are doing, don't do that. It's like I myself has a phenomena, ma'am. I want to share with that. We have time for 2 minutes?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You can surely share.
It's like creative tension. We can create a creative tension. It's something, it's like a gap between what you want to achieve and what you presently are. So when you are bridging it, it's like a tension on your mind and you became so much of creative. So help yourself to build your creative tension, and that creative tension will gives you personal mastery. You have the art of seeking the well-being of others. You follow the phenomena of gratitude, and foremost, you are yourself. Nobody can extract you from yourself. That is the beauty of remain in you. Whatever you do, love it immensely. Don't forcefully, don't push yourself to love what you don't want to do. Love yourself and do what you want to do. That's my message to the whole masses. Love yourself.
Yeah, ma'am. That's really, really good to know. Yes, we should start from ourselves. We should love ourselves. Sometimes, when you just go to some sessions or motivation sessions, everywhere they say one of like when I was listening to, she just gave an example. In the alphabet, when you see the English alphabet, I comes first, and then it comes V. So if you make yourself strong, when I is strong, then only we will be strong. So you have to work for it, and that was a great message from you. And now that this week comes to the end of our introduction, and it was really again good to know from you, and especially your vision of spreading happiness and spreading smiles over the world. And in fact, that is the most essential thing. Like, yes, we must be giving so much of trainings, we must be acquiring so much of degrees and all, but all that matters is we need to be happy in our life. So that was the greatest message I just did from you. So thank you very much for joining the show, ma'am, and sharing your inspiring journey with us. And I also thank, of course, Ravi Shankar sir, the founder of Idym Group of Companies. And Idym, I think you must be knowing that, yes, it works uh, for space exploration programs for the students, and it has addressed more than nearly thousands of many thousands of students that have received training programs from IDYM. And yes, it works 365 days uh, around the year. Around the year, there are a number of conferences which has been organized by the IUI. So it's all because of the leader, Ravi Shankar sir, and of course, all the work that is being done behind the screen, again, Zenat ma'am and Daniel. I also thank them and all the persons associated with this event. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Namaskar. Good day to all. Spread happiness wherever we go. Thank you. Thank you, Anju ma'am, for realizing me as a guest to speak to the masses. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good day.